wisdom over worry. So how can we move beyond our ignorant perceptions to develop well-being in life? Yeah, which we don't worry so much. So how many here do not have worries? I want to know because I want to learn from you how not to have worries, yeah, in life, because it is one of the uh, uh, situations that most of us, yeah, cannot avoid. We live with worry. Even when we do good things, we want to contribute to society, to the community. Yeah, we will have worries. Yeah, and in fact, you saw the video just now of the Wachana conference. Yeah, it went really well that one day, followed by the next day where we had further discussion. Yeah, you can appreciate that having such an event means that you have to worry because there are so many aspects to it, and there are so many people involved doing so many different things that you have to keep your mind, your attention to different groups doing all these things, yeah, in the way that coordinates, yeah, with each other. So although we call them worries when we do such wholesome things, yeah, it is something which weighs down our mind. Yeah, would you call worry, describe worry as that? Something which is heavy on your mind. Yeah, we want to have a light-hearted heart, yeah, light-hearted spirit. No worries, easy, to live your life. But when we have responsibilities, when we look at how we encounter the world, how we engage with the different things in our life, yeah, we will have things to worry about. So today I would like to share with you how I see this. And in preparation for this talk, I also came across different teachers, their ways of looking at worry, yeah, and how can we overcome it. So I've taken this and I have put it into this presentation, yeah, which I hope also that as we go along, we will do practice today. We will practice it. Because if you study and you don't practice, you will forget and it won't be meaningful to you. So we will do, I think, two different kinds of practice today for you, for all of us, in fact, yeah, to lessen our worry. Yeah, the only people, to tell you the truth, who have no worries, yeah, are arahants. Anyone has reached that stage, yeah. I definitely am very far away. So I have my worries, yeah, and I think because I have encountered so many different things when I was at work, when I was working, yeah, worried about those things. Yeah, I have tried to come up with different ways of coping and different ways with managing worry. Yeah, until hopefully, yeah, one day I have no more worries. Yeah, and then it doesn't really matter what happens, yeah, in the world. So the first thing I would like to share is no one escapes worry in life. That's why I asked, is there anyone who hasn't worried about anything? Yeah, who wasn't concerned until that kind of a thinking? Yeah, they are, in fact, worry is a thought pattern. Yeah, it is how you think, and then it forms patterns in our minds, which arises again and again to disturb us. Yeah, it is not a pleasant. Do you think worry is nice? Do you like to have worries? No, it's not pleasant. Yeah, and therefore we should try to minimize it, because later on I will show you how that mental state of worry also has an effect on not just our mental well-being, but also our physical. well-being. Yeah, people who worry a lot, they don't look very, very good. Yeah, the bodies don't function very, very well, because there are mental forces, there are energies that disrupt the healthy functioning of our body. Our bodies are supposed to work like this. Yeah, with a clear mind. I mean, when we think about all the cavemen, the early days, prehistoric man, they had very simple lives. Yeah, either they eat something or something eats them. Yeah, very so they have to learn not to be eaten and look for things to eat. Yeah, so it was when they could eat something, and they knew that they were very safe, they were all right. But today we have so many worries, so many concerns, which leads us to another state I'll talk about called anxiety. Anxiety, worry, is quite a specific type of activity. Meaning to say, you worry about something. You worry about your son, your young son or your daughter, they have a fever. And you worry, what shall I do? Okay, then I will take him or her to a doctor and we will get treatment for your son or daughter. It's very clear. Yeah, something is wrong. Maybe flu, maybe a virus. Yeah, you worry about something very, very specific. If you keep worrying, if your mind keeps going to that state again and again and again, you will develop a condition that you will worry, but don't know what you're worrying about. You will just feel, I'm worried. I feel very uncomfortable. That state has been given another term by the scientists, doctors, psychologists. It's called anxiety. And you feel anxious. Something is wrong. Something is not right. But you're not quite sure what. Yeah. Have you experienced this before? Yeah. You wake up or you walk around, you go to work and you feel something is not right. But you're not quite sure what is it. It's not so specific as I am worried whether I can balance my figures, the books for this month or not. That's very, very specific. It's very clear. But when you start developing this condition, this state of mind, that feels that when you feel something is wrong, it's not right, and you don't know what it is, that's called anxiety. Yeah, and that anxiety can be rather dangerous because you will, after a while, be in a very, very constant state of anxiety. Yeah, once you have settled the worry, and you get so used to it now, worrying. When you have settled that problem, you still remain, in that state. So Bante Agachita said, when it is like you drive a car and you push down on the accelerator. And when you step on the accelerator, the car will go fast, isn't it? Right? And then you lift your foot off the accelerator. Do you think the car will stop immediately? It doesn't. Yeah, because the momentum is there. The momentum for that unwholesome state of mind is working in your mind. It goes zoom, 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 like all the different parts of the engine. It's turning. And then you say, oh, okay, I have settled it. Yeah, you take your foot off the petrol pedal, but the car doesn't stop. It will still go until it runs out of inertia, that energy to keep going forward finishes. Then only the car will come to a stop. Of course, you can brake, but when you are going so fast forward and you brake, you know what happened to the car? It will turn, and you have a very difficult situation controlling the car. So whatever it is, if our minds are so powerful in going forward, and we can move our minds with a lot of energy doing wholesome things, like you are doing now. You are doing wholesome things. You are listening, to the Dhamma. And you can have a lot of energy doing things that are not wholesome, not beneficial, does not do you any good. But it feels really nice to do those things. Like I said, I must have told you, I used to have a friend. He's still a friend, but I don't see him so often, who loves to steal other people's fruits from their fruit trees. Yeah, and I was quite uncomfortable walking with him because every time we walk, you will see somebody's fruit tree and he will help himself. I said, please don't go and steal other people's fruits. That's not right. I will buy fruits for you and then we can eat it. He said, no, no, when I steal, it tastes better. It tastes really good. So one day, what happened was in Penang, there was a really tall coconut tree. He saw the coconut. He climbed that tall tree, really quite tall. Those nowadays you don't see those tall coconut trees so much. So as he was trying to twist it, the owner came. Yeah. So he panicked and then he jumped down. Luckily, he didn't break any bones as he jumped down from the tall coconut tree. So we all worry. If we have to work, we also worry. If we have children, we worry. If we have property, if we have stocks and shares, we worry. Is it going up? Is it going down? And that worry, as I said, stays with us, and will show itself in a lot of different ways. There sometimes it's a heaviness of the heart when we worry so much. Do you know that there are a group of monks in the US now walking across the country? Yeah, they will walk 2,300 miles from a state called Texas to Washington, D.C. And everywhere they go, they are encountering American people, but they are not taking the main highways, freeways. They're walking in the small uh, roads. So all these people come out by the thousands, not hundreds. It used to be small group. Now, if you go on the internet, you will see them by the thousands. They will come, and sometimes you will be wondering, why are they so interested in this group of monks? Yeah, sometimes they are 20, sometimes they are about 15, depending. One was hit by two were hit by a truck, yeah, and one lost the leg, amputated. Then why do these people come out and engage, want to see, want to be part of the atmosphere of this group of monks walking? And if you follow, you see that whenever they talk to the monks and then they get the string, they call a bracelet, they will cry. They're men and women, of all races. They are, of course, the white and the black Americans, and they're also Asian Americans. When they talk to these monks, they cry. That goes to show that this worry or this unhappiness has settled very deeply, into their minds and their hearts. And when they see people who are talking about peace, talking about love, talking about doing good, they respond to it. They are attracted to it. They come and see the monks. I mean, they are not Buddhists, but they are inspired by the message of this walk, that they walk state after state and now there is going to be a cold spell in the US. I wonder how far they can walk, because my sister and brother-in-law who are here, they live in Houston, Texas, near where the temple of these monks are. He said once the cold spell comes in, it's very difficult for anything to be outside. Any living thing to be outside. But I think they will still walk. They might not walk the distance that they plan, but I feel that they will still be walking, at least a few miles. So if you look at it, and I was quite taken in, it goes to show that human beings respond to kindness. When they have suppressed that happiness, because they said we are not happy. Definitely they are not happy. With all the things that is happening in the world, yeah, and in the country, they are not happy. And when there is a chance to be happy, they will come and see and try to benefit from it. And the thing is, they cry. Grown men, crying as they talk to the monk. They feel so relieved. Yeah. This is not something that is normal in their lives. So what I'm trying to say is when our thinking, when the exterior, the environment has so much negativity, the mind will start to go backwards, inside, to protect itself. Because every time they come outside, they see something they don't like. So they, in order to protect their well-being, they will retreat. Yeah. Not the retreat that we are having now in Wisdom Park. This is going so that you protect yourself. They are afraid. Yeah, they don't like this. So they go back. It's like, when people are fighting outside, you go back into your house, and you lock the door and you don't want to come out. So they need this. Yeah. So therefore, when we understand why I'm going on so long with this is we have to understand the causes and conditions of these states of mind. When we know why they arise, how they arise, what gives rise to this kind of states. And before I forget, the Ministry of Health reports that anxiety depression is growing in this country by quite a lot, more so in adolescents, meaning to say teenage Malaysians are suffering more than others. Yeah, the effects of anxiety and depression. They worry also, and then it becomes their character. So the Buddha's approach is not about eliminating worries. I cannot give you a formula to stop worrying. I can't. Because the Buddha said it's not possible to get rid of all the causes of worry in this world. There will always be somebody, something, some condition that will make you unhappy, and then you will worry about it. Because this is the nature of existence, of life. And you can't get rid of all the worries in the world, but the way to manage it is to understand our relationship to this mind state of worry. Worry is in the mind, and then it affects the heart. So when we understand how worry is related to the way we think, the way we see the world, that is the first step. So what did stop? I'm worried. Okay. What did our late chief say about this? Yeah. As Sister mentioned just now when she introduced me, my first Dhamma teacher. So he said, and he wrote books about how to control and manage your worry. Yeah, two very important books. One of it is here, How to Live Without Fear and Worry. If you can get your hands on it, it's good reading. Very, very interesting. And it was translated into many, many languages and distributed throughout the world. So late Chief said, of all the adverse mental states, one of the most unhealthy and dangerous is prolonged worry. You keep worrying. Yeah, you can worry for a short while. It's a sign of concern. What you have to solve that problem. And once you solve that problem, it should go off. But if you keep thinking about it, yeah, like many people do, even when the thing is gone, yeah, or the thing is not resolved, but you still keep thinking about it, yeah, it is quite dangerous, as Lake Chief said. Why do people worry? Okay, so in the ultimate analysis, there is only one answer. People worry because of the concept of me. How does this relate to me? How does this situation affect me? Me. And the more you worry about me or worry about you, the more it will affect you. Or what is known in Buddhism as the delusion of self. Now, that's a very profound sentence, the delusion of self. Yeah, we'll take a look at it as well. In a similar way, one becomes afraid of getting or coming into contact with something considered undesirable. This attachment to pleasant feelings and dislike for the unpleasant ones give rise to worry. So, first thing, yeah, let me explain it. I hope you will see it easily. Our worry is because we cannot get that mental condition, yeah, called pleasant feelings. I hope you are having pleasant feelings now. It's pleasant. The Buddha used this word because in English, if you use this word feeling, can be quite confusing. The Buddha used one word, Vedana. Vedana is what you feel here when you bring objects into your mind through the 5, 6 senses, right? When you see somebody that you don't like, you can get unpleasant Vedana. Not nice. And when you see things that you like, you will get a pleasant feeling, usually around here. I like nice. Do you understand Vedana? Especially when you eat. Afterwards, when you have lunch, watch your mind, yeah, for Vedana. Oh, hổ sạch oh. Yeah, what is that? Pleasant Vedana. Hổ chiao. Pleasant Vedana. Or you take something that you don't like, it's unpleasant Vedana. Not nice, not tasty, yeah, not delicious. Therefore, you get this unpleasant feeling. It is Vedana. There are 3 types. There is pleasant, unpleasant, and neither pleasant nor unpleasant. So to us, that state of mind is blur, confusion. Not quite sure what's going on. Yeah, and it's not easy to see because you are confused, so you cannot see the confusion, right? But if you keep watching, you will be able to understand all 3 of this. So because we get more unpleasant Vedana, yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I want to run away from it. I want to avoid it. Yeah, I don't want to see it, feel it, or experience it in any way, shape, or form. I don't want it. Yeah, I don't like this person. I don't like going to work. I don't like being sick. Yeah, don't like. Yeah, you will develop that the effects of unpleasant Vedana. So the first thing is understand this Vedana. We live like this because we want pleasant Vedana. Why do you get married? I want more pleasant Vedana. This man, this woman gives me a good feeling. I want to marry her or him. Yeah, pleasant Vedana. Until he says or does something you don't like, then unpleasant Vedana. Why you do this? Last time never do one. Now do so often. Yeah, I don't like it. Then what do you get? Unpleasant Vedana. After that, don't like, divorce. See what we are hoping for? We are hoping for pleasant all the time. And when we can't get it, it becomes unpleasant. We start to worry. So Chief Reverend said, in a similar way, one becomes afraid of getting or coming into contact, yeah, considered undesirable. This attachment to pleasant feelings and dislike for the unpleasant ones gives rise to worry. Yeah. Okay, next. Right. This is the other book. This is more famous. This book is Why Worry? Yeah, Why Worry? So you should read it. It's quite interesting. So fear and worry are born of the imaginings of a mind that is influenced by worldly conditions. Yeah, I now talk about the worldly conditions. They are rooted in craving and attachment. In fact, life is like a motion picture in which everything is constantly moving and changing. Nothing in this world is permanent or still. Those who are youthful and strong have fear of getting old and dying young, right? Those who are old and suffering worry about, oh, live so long. When last my grandmother used to ask us, when am I going? Yeah, because she had rheumatism and all kinds of things. And sometimes when we try to massage her because of the rheumatism, she will say, it's painful. So even when you want to help, yeah, you cannot help because it's so painful. So locked in between are those who craze for merriment all year round, looking for the next enjoyment. So that's our life, isn't it? Looking for the next enjoyment. Once we finish with this pleasant Vedana, what is the next pleasant Vedana going to come from? Yeah. And if there's no more pleasant Vedana, nice, yeah, what will happen? It becomes unpleasant or isn't it? My life, I should be living it to the fullest. I should be having lots of pleasant Vedana. Because when I see things, smell things, eat things, hear things, music, whatever, or yeah, taste and wear nice clothes, I must be enjoying myself. But if I can't enjoy myself, what is the point of this life? This is the thinking, isn't it? Yeah, must enjoy. And then maybe cannot enjoy because of war or disagreements, yeah, then we feel very, very sad. And then we worry, yeah, about what's coming next. Okay, so okay, stop. Next. Oh, next. So the Buddha said, yeah, this is to give us an understanding of what we are facing in the world. The Buddha said, monks, he talked to the monks, and we are all bhikkhus. If you are on the path, if you are practicing the Noble Eightfold Path, we can call you bhikkhu or bhikkhuni. So he said, these 8 worldly conditions spin after the world, and the world spins after these 8 worldly conditions. I won't talk about that. This is one talk by itself, but I'll just describe it. Yeah, what 8? Number 1, gain, loss, opposites, right? They are not yeah, what do you call that? Yeah, they are just 2 sides, yeah, of what we experience in life. Disrepute and fame. That means we become famous, and then after that, famous for wrong reason. Yeah, we have bad reputation, right? Either praise or blame. People praise you, wow, so good, or they will blame you, oh, so bad for doing these things. Or pleasure and pain, sukha, dukkha. These 8 are all these winds, yeah, are always blowing. They're somewhere. And then if it blows at you, then you will experience one of these. Yeah, or few of these together also can. Yeah. So what happens is the Buddha describes it as you cannot avoid it. It's unavoidable. As long as you remain in this world, these 8 will blow at you. Yeah. Is there anyone who's never experienced any of these? It is part of life. So Buddha said, as long as you are here in this world, you will experience this. So the Buddha said, these are the 8 worldly conditions, unavoidable, yeah, that spin after the world, and the world spins after these 8 worldly conditions. The nature of our life is we are subject to this. So when these things arise. We want the pleasant ones to arise. Why? Because the pleasant ones, such as gain, such as fame, such as praise, such as pleasure, gives rise to pleasant Vedana. Pleasant Vedana means come from these things. And the unpleasant one arise because we have loss, we have disrepute, we have blame, and we have pain. Then we get the unpleasant Vedana. So that's the detail, the building blocks of our experience. Yeah. We have to recognize it. Because if we are ignorant of what is happening, we cannot manage it. Okay. Right. Now, so these are also called vicissitudes, these eight. Yeah, they are called eight worldly winds. Yeah, and they are also called vicissitudes. That means worldly conditions. As long as you live, you are subject to these things happening to you. We learn quickly that the happiness we work so hard for cannot be enjoyed forever. Yeah. So even when we are enjoying a holiday, I give you this example. You book for a 5-day holiday to somewhere really, really nice. Yeah. China, Japan, really nice place, 5 days. So on the first day, you think, oh, my holiday is starting. Yeah, I'm very happy. Then you do whatever you do on the holiday. And on the second day, oh, I finished one day, my holiday. I better enjoy more. Yeah, try my best to do more things, see more things, enjoy more. Then on the third day, then I'm in the middle of my holiday. Too bad. But let me quickly do as much as I can. On the fourth day, well, the holiday is ending. And on the fifth day, finish, I must go home. Oh, so sad. I really like this place. I like being on holiday. So what do you think? What do you plan for the next holiday? So after going here, I must go there. So we are constantly chasing that pleasant Vedana around. So, but as we chase, yeah, all these good things, there is an insecurity. How sure of you that you are going to achieve it? Yeah, how sure are you going to achieve it? So that's the worry. When you go into a university or college and start studying, how sure that you are going to get top marks? Is it going to worry your parents? Maybe I get 50 marks out of 100, enough. And then your dad will say, no, 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 I want you to do well. Then what do you get? You get stress. Yeah, stress makes you worry. You worry. Okay, so we constantly experience worry and anxiety as we realize everything we like and own. Now that's the other thing, will not stay the same. Yeah. When I took up this job at Nalanda in 2014, I had, I saw the picture. This is inauguration, and I think Brother Tong was there, gave me the Buddhist flag. I had a lot of hair, I look at it, oh, boy, whenever they print it, oh, my hair black in 2014. So I say, well, I'm still in the job, but I look different. It changes. Everything changes. So even when you're enjoying something, yeah, and you think that it's going to change, you become unhappy and you get unpleasant Vedana. Yeah. Mogam song. You don't feel so nice because why? You understand it's all going to go away. Yeah, and even when you want to put beauty industry in this world, one of the American Buddhist speakers I listened to said, this is an industry of illusion, beauty, because they sell to you all this cream, paste, lotion, yeah, to stop it, no, yeah, and treatments to stop what is going to happen. And it's huge. There's a lot of money being spent on trying to stop. But you can only delay it for so much. Eventually, it will come. Yeah. So this is something which we try our best to avoid, but we cannot. Buddha said, eventually you have to face the effects, right? So the psychology of worry. Yeah, let me go into it a little bit more. Yeah, in how does it take place in the mind? In the Buddhist teachings, especially if you are a meditator, you will experience worry as kukucha. It's a terrible word. Worry is kukucha. Aren't you scared of this word? And it comes with a friend. They don't come by itself. It doesn't come alone. It comes with his friend called, yeah, udacha. So these two friends, udacha and kukucha, will attack you together. One is worry, yeah. The other is called restlessness. When you worry, can you be at peace? No. So worry and restlessness, discomfort of the mind, come together. So when you experience that, you have to recognize it. And when you are meditating, yeah, it becomes even more clear because your mind is not going anywhere. You can't distract yourself, yeah, by going to eat ice cream or something. You have to watch it because the teacher said, whatever arises in your practice, you have to watch it. So when the worry arises, you can't ignore it. You have to understand it by watching it. Then it becomes even more clear what it actually is. So it is one of the hindrances. You know, when you go for meditation, it will come. There is hardly anyone who does not experience this. When you try to train your mind, it will come to disturb you. This udacha and kukucha. Is hiding. Yeah, but when you want to train your mind, it will appear. Hello, I'm here, like that. Yeah, and then you have to deal with it. So this is the udacha and kukucha of our mind. Yeah. Number one, it repeats. It doesn't hit you once and then run away. It comes again and again and again and again and again. This worrying and restlessness comes again and no. So it depends on how skillful we are not to entertain it. Yeah. Once you come, don't open the door, close. I don't want you here. Can we do that? No, sometimes we open the door even wider. Lie. Yeah. Because we are not skillful. We don't know how to train our minds in this way. Number two, it agitates. It comes and then it will stir. It's like the wind, the wind in some countries, the wind comes and it goes around a tornado. It goes and it agitates. That's the nature of worry. Yeah, when it comes, it doesn't make you happy. It agitates you. Then, yeah, it doesn't give you any new information. The information is still the same, but it just keep on going around. Yeah, you don't learn anything from the worry. And then lastly, it pretends to be responsibility. I must worry. I must. Because if I don't worry, people think I'm not doing my work. So when you go to work, you look worried. Then the boss said, oh, this takes the work very seriously. So you got to look worried. But nothing is done. You are not solving the situation. So there are many people, especially I think Chinese people, you have to look worried. And then the boss likes you. Right? And at funerals. When you attend the funeral, you have to look sad. You cannot look composed. You cannot look neutral. Or else your relatives will scold you. It's not sad. He passed away already. You have to be sad. Cry. No, I learned not to cry. I learned to be mindful. No, you're a bad relative. You don't love this person. Real, I'm not telling this actually happened to my friend. She's a practicing meditator. So when she goes to the funeral, balance. We learn about 8 worldly conditions, isn't it? It comes, it goes. So she knows. And relatives scolded her. You don't love your parents. See, in this world, we have so many perceptions, so many ideas, which go against the grain of well-being, which takes us away from peace of mind and wisdom. Right. So therefore, we can conclude, right, it's about clinging. No clinging means no worry. And if you reduce your attachment to whatever it is, you will worry less. Okay? All right. So I just share with you some scientific studies. And these are not done by Buddhist scholars. These are done by, there is a journal called Science Direct. I just, very serious. These are serious scientific research. It says, though characteristics reflecting worry and rumination, will lead to anxiety. And on the other side, worry can be regarded as a sub type of mind wandering. When you worry, your mind is wandering. You are not controlling your mind. Your mind runs here, runs there. Oh, die, die, die. Oh, and you allow your mind to say, die, die, die. Say, see you allow your mind to keep saying that. You will tell your mind, please stop. Then after that, you allow it to come back. Because worry doesn't stay for a long time. You have to, hey, come back lah. Then the worry will come back. That's how unskillful we are with the management of mind. This I share very often. From Harvard Medical School. These people researched and they found that 47 of our waking hours, we are dreaming. We are not there. We are somewhere else. 47. And then when you sleep, you're also dreaming. So in life, you dream a lot. Sleep that time, dream. Wake that time, also dream. That means that we don't know what is happening clearly about what's happening in our lives. So then they concluded, after they did all this research, wandering mind is not a happy mind. So my dear friends, we have to stop our mind wandering. We have to give it something to do. Because when you sit there and you have nothing to do and you allow your mind to run here, run there, all over the place, very often it will go to an unwholesome place. You will start remembering things that people did, said, or whatever that are not nice. Very seldom you will think, my friend is a very good person. I like my friend because he's such a good person. He's number one, honest, respectable, kind. He is a wonderful person. Or do you start worrying? Can I make so much money this year or not? What do I have to spend in order to upkeep my house? Which is it that your mind will go to? The wholesome or the unwholesome? So anyway, American writer, he wrote a very famous book called Huckleberry Finn. Very famous. I like him. He writes very good books. He said, I had a lot of worries in my life. Most of which never happened. So we worry about things that are not there, but worry is real. The things that are not there, but we are worrying still about them. So have you done that? Have you worried about things that never happened? Maybe can happen, but it didn't happen, but you are still worried. No. And that gives you sour stomach. And the thing is not real, but you are still worried about it. Happens very often. His name Mark Twain. So let me introduce you to a fantastic new word I just learned. Hey, it's gone too far. Backward. Catastrophizing. And do you know this word? Oh, it's a fantastic word. It means everything in life is catastrophe. It's a disaster. Yeah. Do you know people who look at life like that? They never encourage you, everything they say means that one no good, that one no good. Yeah, this is bad. You, know, you should do better in life. Why you just so lazy? When you're already trying, you get a lot of bad comments or criticism from these people because they live the catastrophizing life. Yeah, I used to look like this. Yeah, but I used to worry so much, and that's why I can tell you about worry. It's part of my life. So, yeah, people often develop these tendencies because they see a situation as much worse than it actually is. The mind is not sharp, not clear. And I don't know, sometimes it is that maybe in your childhood, nobody taught you to be positive because everybody said that, oh, you're going to be, you're going to get into trouble. So whenever you see something, it is with that conditioning. It is not going to turn out well. So what do? You catastrophize. You see something, it is really, really worse than it actually is. So they focus on the most extreme negative income. Yeah, I've had a friend, this guy I know. So he had a kind of a pain somewhere. I think the pain in his neck. Then he went around asking, hey, cancer got this type of pain. I think I got cancer, cancer of the neck. And then he went to check out, and of course, it wasn't cancer. But he was very worried about it. He kept asking a lot of people, hey, is this cancer? So, how do we prevent such things? So, these are the too far already. Yeah, these are the three mind states. The first one is fear. Fear is very direct. You see a snake, you see a tiger, you get scared, isn't it? It is very, very clear. I don't have to explain. Yeah, fear. But fear is related to worry because it's something that you don't like. Yeah, you are afraid of it. So worry, yeah, is a mental state of concern, unease, which is issue related. There's something for you to worry about. Something there. Yeah, I'm worried about this. Okay. So worry is related to anxiety, but it is more current and issue specific. Anxiety is, I think, of these three, the hardest to see and control, manage. Because anxiety is future oriented. Yeah. I am not dead now, but my boss is going to kill me afterwards. So you worried, right? Yeah. When he knows that what I have done, he's really going to kill me. So anxiety. But how do you know? I know. He's sure going to fire me, etc. etc. So you are catastrophizing the worst case scenario. Yeah. It is anticipation of a future threat. Yeah. And after a while, it has no shape. It has no content, but you're just anxious. And when you drive car, and when you come here, and when you sit and listen to the talk, sometimes the anxiety comes. Not because of here, Dhamma, but because something is somewhere, happened some time ago, and it brings up the same Vedana, the same unpleasant Vedana of that situation appears in you later, even when you are here. And you could be very peaceful, but you don't know that this thing appears in your mind as well. Can. So we have to learn how to manage it. What happens is when it flows like a river, it will become deeper and deeper and deeper and harder to manage. So when you are aware, when you feel that your mind is going this way, you are being worried, you are being anxious, yeah, you have to take action. You have to learn how to manage it. Because when it is very deep, it becomes a habit of your mind. You will start acting as though it is a habit. And habits are very hard to control because you get you so used to it. Yeah. It's like a twitch, a twitch. Some people have that twitch. Yeah. They don't want it, but they're so used to doing it, they can't stop it. Worry and anxiety is like that. So this is what happened. Yeah, I won't spend so much time on it. It's basically it's not good for your body. Yeah, especially your immune system will be affected. You will get a lot of infectious diseases if you are worried and anxious all the time. And your skin, my meditation teachers all have very good skin, and they never use lotion, cream, etc., etc. So I was trying to understand why. Yeah, and I've kind of concluded they know how to control anxiety. So they don't release all these toxins into their bloodstream. So now, how do you manage it? Yeah. So we have to understand what it is, how it affects our mind. Worry does not persist as a solid, continuous mental object. You don't worry, for 12 hours straight. You don't. Yeah. It arises in pulse. Some worry, 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 and then goes away. But then after that, we start thinking. We remember that situation, and the worry comes back. The anxiety comes back because we are not aware of what we are doing. We are not aware. Yeah, and even when you do things, like Wachana, when we were preparing, there were certain things I was thinking about it. Yeah, and then somebody will say, "Oh, we've taken care of that. That one, no problem anymore." Yeah, but sometimes a few hours later, it pops up in my mind again. Oh, have they looked into it? Then, oh yes, they have. Yeah, it is the nature of the mind. If it is not well trained, repetition, yeah, creates the illusion of endurance. That means once you keep repeating it, you will think I'm a worried person because you keep repeating. It goes off. It cannot stay. It doesn't stay. We'll do an exercise afterwards. I'll show you that your mind is a changing mind. Every moment it changes. But why do you keep feeling the anger, the disappointment, the unhappiness? Because you keep calling it back, hey, come back. I miss you. You come back. And then when it comes back, you are again miserable. You don't know how to manage it. So, but as long as you believe in what you are thinking about, as long as we claim the reason, I must worry, as I told you, yeah, I must worry. Worry means I'm a responsible person. I can't be like laughing and singing all the time. Not true. Not true. I have worked under bosses whom you give them more work, they can handle the work. And I was trying to understand how can they do this? They can do this because they know how to look at the problem, come up with solution, then drop it. They don't think about it anymore. Not like us. Yeah. We have a problem, then we keep thinking and thinking and thinking. The best CEOs in the world are those who can let go like that. They are very smart, they are very intelligent, they are very, very good at what they do. But when it's time to let go, they will go home and forget. Can you do that? Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night? Yeah, I haven't done this at work. Anyone? Yeah, I have. I have. I'll suddenly wake up and say, oh, Yeah, this thing needs to be resolved. But these people who are very good at their work, they can do a lot of work because once they finish, they forget it. Their minds, yeah, they must have learned this somewhere. That once it's finished, they don't think about it anymore. Can you do that? Can you let go? Really, really let go. When you come back to your family and your home, can you really come back to your family and your home and not worry about whatever it is that is bothering you? That is a skill, very important skill. Okay? Don't let the cycle keep on starting when you are at home, when you're supposed to be relaxing. Very important. You will have to learn how to do that. So thoughts are not facts. So what are thoughts? They are insignificant specks of energy that visit our minds. So see them come, gone. Yeah, gone. It's gone. It's gone. So don't welcome them back. Yeah, don't send them invitation. Hey, come back, come back. No, don't. Yeah, be like my boss. Forget means forget. Next problem. Yeah, next situation. What other work do you want me to do? They are like that. That's why they are bosses. Yeah, they are bosses because they can handle things efficiently and not be bothered by it afterwards. So this is an important skill to learn. Can you look at your thought as something that is not permanent, has no permanent character, comes and goes? Okay. If you are aware of your thoughts, you will see, that you keep thinking, right? Are you thinking of the same thing all the time? No, you're not. Because you will think about this, then after that, think about that. What happened to this thought? Now you have that thought. What happened to this thought? Gone. It's gone, isn't it? Yeah. So understanding that nature, that it's gone, you leave it alone. Can you do that or no? Yeah. Some people cannot. Because once they remember, it's called rumination, they ruminate. Yeah. They boil. Especially if something makes them angry, then they are boiling, boiling, boiling. And then the water temperature comes down. Then they think again, oh, I boil some more. Yeah. Then after that, they forget. Then it goes down. Then before they sleep, they think some more. Then I cannot sleep. It's us. Yeah. That problem is not a problem because it's already gone. It's us. It's our mind that doesn't know how to deal, with such a situation. So can we do this? Let's do this exercise. Yeah, not much time. We do this exercise. Can you, first of all, I want you to relax body, because if you don't relax, you must know the technique. In order to relax your mind, you must relax your body. Okay, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to relax the body until you can be as relaxed as possible. Then you look at the mind. And the most obvious things that you can see, there are many things, but we only look at the thoughts. Thoughts. Yeah. Okay. First, don't do yet. Don't close your eyes. Not yet. Not yet. How are your thoughts appearing to you? Do they appear as words, or do they appear as ideas? Yeah. When you think about something, is it in terms of words? Oh, this is going to be like this. Or you just understand it, and that's it. Or is it a combination of two, words as well as ideas? Just glimpses. You never thought about it, huh? You never looked inside before. Huh? Now you have to look. because today I'm going to make you look. Yeah. Is it most of the time for me is words. I'm a wordy person, very chọc hề one. So I keep talking. Yeah. But sometimes it's just an idea. You get an idea. Okay. Now we relax first. Then when I ask you to just look at your mind and don't always think that your mind is here. Don't think that your mind is here. If your mind is somewhere else than here, accept it. Because we are told, yeah, and then the teacher cock our head. Where is your mind? No, no. Yeah, your mind must be there. So we keep thinking the mind is not necessary. Not necessary. It might be somewhere else. Yeah. So the thinking might be somewhere else. And what I want you to do is look, yeah, at how these thoughts come, whether in terms of words or whether in terms of ideas. When it comes, because the skill of the meditator is, if you meditate, you will know that it comes, it appears. No, if you are not good, you cannot see the appearance. You will see the middle. It exists already. How it pops up, you cannot see it unless you're very, very, very naturally good. Yeah, the meditators who do it for year in, year out, they can see it is coming. That is the skill of a meditator. We look at it and we only see middle already. The appearing we cannot see. It's not clear to us. Our minds are not sharp enough. But if you really want to learn this, then you have to tell us, and then you can train. So the minute we look at it, it will be a middle. And we can see the end. We cannot see the beginning because you need a lot of concentration and mindfulness to see the beginning. We see the middle, and then where do you go? You will see that. You will see the middle of your thought, yeah, or series of thoughts, and then it will disappear. Note the disappearing. Still there? No, not there. And if it's not there, yeah, okay, I explain to you later why I do this. First of all, relax your body. Relax. Relax your head, your face, your head, your neck, right down to your toes as you are sitting, on the floor, on the cushion. Yeah, you feel the weight of your body on your backside. Relax. Just relax. Relax body. And if you want, you can look at the inflow and outflow of your breath. Just relax. If not, just feel the weight and the mass of your body. Just say, body, body. It is hard or soft, warm or cold. Is it relaxed? If it's not relaxed, you just relax your body. Just relax. Relax. Don't think about anything. Don't be concerned about anything worldly or in your house. Just be here in the present moment. Relax. Now, turn your attention and your awareness at your mind. Firstly, what is the mind state? Are you feeling peaceful? Are you feeling comfortable? What is the attitude? What do you feel as your mind condition? Are you bored? Don't worry, we will end soon. What do you feel? What is that state of mind? Yeah, notice it. Yeah, notice what it is that your mind is feeling. Yeah, now that you know the condition of your mind, look at the mind's activities. The easiest to see is your thoughts. Look at the thoughts, what they are, and where they disappear, when they disappear, actually. Thinking, and then pop, it's gone. Then what happens after that? Yeah. Usually it's another thought. And watch the thing. What are you thinking about? What is so interesting in your life? What concerns you so much? Thinking. Just watch the thinking. And then importantly is, when does it disappear? Watch the disappearance of the thought. You're thinking, yes. Watch it disappear. Then what happens after that? Thinking, thoughts. What happens to the thoughts? Do they stay with you? How do they go off? Watch. Relax. You must be relaxed. Don't tense yourself. Just look at the thoughts appearing and disappearing. How do they disappear? When do they disappear? Okay, we can't do this too long. Please open your eyes. Okay, how was it? What did you see, experience? Anyone? Are you confused? It's not easy. That's why I said the more relaxed you are, the clearer it will be. But if you are not relaxed, it's hard. But we need to do it so that you can get some idea of how the mind operates. So when the thought disappear, did you did you notice it? Right. Did you notice how it disappeared? Does it go finish? Or does it go like slowly fade away? Yeah. Or does it fold up? Does it fold up? Fold, gone. How does it this? Or does it go into itself? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It takes time to see that. What I want you to notice was when it disappeared, what did you do? Are you unhappy your thought has disappeared? Did you welcome a new thought? Yeah. I'm still thinking, right? No. And then what? How did you experience it? No thoughts, yeah. Sometimes, but it cannot stay. When you're aware of your mind, yeah, the thoughts will not come because it's shy. Your mind, I'm telling you, your mind is shy. When you are watching the mind, it will not behave normally. Yeah. That's why you need to relax. Once you relax, the thing will behave its normal way. This is called mindfulness. And what we need is mindfulness to understand. So you can see, yeah, if you have the time to watch, you watch, and then the thought that gives rise to your worry is gone. When it's gone, don't call it to come back. But when it comes back, you watch it again. then it will be shy. After that, it will go off because he knows me. Oh. Last time when I come, he doesn't know. No, he is so. Now he's more clever. He watched me. Behave. Your mind will behave when you watch it. Try that. When you watch it, it needs to behave well. But after a while, it gets used to you watching it, and then it goes back to the same thing. So what do you need? You need regular mindfulness practice. Because stronger your mindfulness is, when you look at that, it will behave. It won't start calling the friends, come. Go and disturb him some more. Because when you are disturbed, he knows, no, wow, he's being disturbed. Let's do our work some more. Yeah. And he will start to agitate you. Right? So watch. But don't watch thinking, I want you to go away. Just watch. Watch its nature. It has its nature. Just watch and then see what happens. Okay. So let us try our best to live mindfully. The more mindful we are, the more we are aware of the present moment, what is happening, without any judgment. Because judgment will bring in your vedana. And then you will start thinking, where is my enjoyment? Then you already bring in your attachment and craving. So if you're going to watch, watch it as a neutral observer. So as you are walking, walk. As you are sitting, sit. Yeah. As you are talking, sometimes you can mindfully talk also. Then if you work, also work mindfully. Don't make mistakes. You are working. You are there. Mindfulness means you are there. 100%. Yeah, not like I showed you the Harvard Medical School. 47% of the time you are not there. You are awake, you are sitting, your body is there, but your mind, your attention is not there. So how can you do your work properly? So if you practice mindfulness, I want to be here more and more often, you will improve the way that you work. You will improve the way that you live. You will improve the state of the mind because why? You are aware of what is coming and what is going. You will create a mindful space. You need that mindful space. Mindfulness gives you a space where you don't react automatically. What happens to us is you say something, I say something. You say something not nice, I will say something not nice. Because I have to protect my ego, myself. How can you insult me? I tell you off. Yeah. And then 2 hours later, you also keep thinking, why he said that? Next time, I really will give it to him. Then you plan your words. Because you are not aware that these things give you more suffering. But when you can see it, it gives you more suffering. Like my boss, who's so good at the work, you let go. Why do you want to keep suffering things around? That's why we suffer. We suffer because we choose to suffer. Please remember that. Yeah. We are unhappy because we make ourselves unhappy. What appears in the mind, very often we cannot control. But whether it stays in the mind, we can control that with mindfulness. Okay? So this mindful space, at least you can be aware of what you're going to say to somebody because you are mindful. You know that you are angry. You know that you are disturbed and agitated. But what you say after that, what you do after that is within that space of mindfulness. Let me be aware of what I'm going to do next with mindfulness. You are there. If you are not there, anything can happen. But if you are there, let me see. What should I do? What is the best course of action for this situation? Mindfully, you decide. But if you are not there, you will be automatic. You say this, I say that. You piak me, I piak. Normal, isn't it? Because we are living on automatic. Yeah. So, this nun, you should read the books. Very, very insightful. So she said, yeah, an antidote to living on automatic is to cultivate mindfulness. We live automatic lives. We are automatic like robots. And 47% of the time, we are sleepy robots, dreaming. Like the scientific study showed us, we are robots, but we are unaware robots. Even worse. So Venerable says, by cultivating this awareness, we will no longer be spaced out, just reacting to things, and then wondering why we are so confused and tired. All these things that disturb us makes us tired. We are not conserving our energy to do wholesome things, and exhausted at the end of the day. Yeah. So when the body is calm, the mind is calm. When the mind is calm, the body is calm. Both sides we have to calm, keep calm. Yeah, by being mindful and being centered around some neutral object, or I will introduce to you wholesome object afterwards. When mindfulness practice deepens, worry collapses. Why? Because you know it is there. Worry needs to have firewood. So when you take away the firewood, the fire of worry will go off. You have to be there though. You have to see it. You have to know what you are thinking. So when the thinking that gives you worry goes off, you also know, this thought has gone off. And I will not allow it to come back. But when it comes back, you either do your breathing or you do your reflection. I will show you the reflection. Why? Because you see directly, yeah, that thoughts arise on their own. They come up. Anyone can see the thought coming or not just now. Did you see the thought appearing by itself? How did it appear? How it appears? When the thoughts come in, how does it look like? You can see. The thought has its character. How it comes in. But after coming in, then we see it. No, we never see the beginning because we are not sharp enough. So, outcomes are never fully controllable. The manager, we think that we are there, is a mental construction. When this is seen, not believed, worry loses its footing. Not because you suppress it, but because there is actually no one there. And this is the difficult part. When you keep seeing that things appear on their own and disappearing on their own, where are you? Who is you? What I think? You cannot control it. So therefore, you are not in control. And when you are not in control, you begin after a while, not immediately, after a while, you will think, what am I doing now? What am I doing? Is there a real me or not? And as you go on watching, there will come the time you realize there's no me. There's only nature. There's only the mind and the body behaving the way they are supposed to behave. And that is a great relief. But you need to put in the work. Okay? So, closing. Worry is the habit of clinging mixed with fear. There's a lot of attachment. If you're not attached to anything, you won't worry about it. So you need to let go by watching the nature of the mind and the body. We are verbs, we are not nouns. We are just doing, doing, doing. We are not settling, yeah, into any form of permanent existence. The Buddhist path does not teach you to cope with worry, but to outgrow it. Yeah, you cannot destroy worry, but you know when it is coming and you prepare yourself so that it cannot take root. After that, no worry. But if you allow it, oh, die, die, die. Yeah, it really hangs on to you. Just watch, just as you watch just now, it come, go. It come, it goes. It come, it goes. Don't let it take the root. Let it go, 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 go lah, go. It's okay. It's all right. Then you might be thinking, next question. If they come and go, then what am I? Who's going to think for me? Isn't it? How do I balance my bank account? You can think. Yes, you can think. The time to think, you have to think. But when it is not the right time, watch the mind. See its true nature. That's important in our lives. When wisdom develops, when you have the wisdom and you know, these things, what is the real wisdom? The real wisdom is to see that everything, yeah, is not permanent. That is wisdom. I mean, people might talk about all kinds of very deep ideas and profound concepts. But if you can see this, you are really wise for yourself. Not listen to me. If you can, that things come, things go, things come, and there is no permanent entity, that is the wonderful wisdom. Then you become more relaxed, yeah, in life. So, can I ask you to take part in this reflection? When you train the mind, there are the trainings which must not have thoughts. Yeah, not discursive. It's not thought involved. But yeah, in order to get the mind ready for the in out, and the rising, falling, yeah, and the no thinking practice, if you're going to think properly. Think the right thing. So that it prepares you for that kind of deep practice. So you must have the heart. Yeah. You must have the emotional base to do the practice. Yeah, I'm talking to you about bhavana practice. But if your heart is not there, because many people will say, I cannot meditate. Many will. I can't meditate. I can't sit still for even 5 minutes. Then you prepare the mind with words. You can think. Yes. Don't think that thinking is not good. It is good when you know the right way of thinking so that you prepare the groundwork for your deep practice. And I would like to offer you a contemplation on acceptance. Very short. Yeah. So we can do it this way. You can either open your eyes and read it, or you can close your eyes and listen to me read for you. Because when you close your eyes, it's much easier to bring forth the feeling or the mind state. So I leave it up to you. If you want to read, you can read. Another audience that I did, they started to, as I was reading, they also read it. So also can. Yeah. But if you want to really let it sink into the mind, yeah, close your eyes, listen to my voice. Okay. Now relax again. Yeah. Relax. So this reflection is on acceptance. Acceptance means whatever happens, you allow it to happen and you don't let it disturb you. It will not affect you. You are an observer. You are just an observer. Acceptance means you are okay with anything. You are not going to resist anything because it is nature, right? So let us start. I will read this and you just follow in your mind. Yeah. All things arise, all things will pass. They come and they go. Just reflect, think about it in your mind and see whether it makes sense to you. I start. All things arise, all things pass away. Knowing this, I walk mindfully and with calm because I know it. Yeah, it is nature. I will not resist it. I meet each moment as it is, without clinging, without fear. It's okay. It's fine. Let it be. I accept. What changes does not worry me. What fades was never mine to hold. Anyway, it will fade. In acceptance, the heart turns clear. With clarity, when it's clear, the path becomes unclouded. This Noble Eightfold Path becomes very clear what we must do in life. Clinging breeds sorrow. Accepting brings ease, easy, no resistance. Seeing all things arise and pass, because all things will arise and then pass away. We, the wise, stand unshaken. We are unshaken by all the things that happen in our life. We are strong. We are wise. We are unshaken. Okay. Think about that. Reflect in your mind. Seeing all things arise and pass. We, the wise, stand unshaken. Sad. Sad.